talking about who has $200 billion to buy UFC and WWE out in one fell swoop. Well, I would say not only will they pay $200 billion, but they would pay $300 billion roughly. Once you include whatever other properties you have to sweeten the pot, right? Let's call it that. And
bull riding,
bull riding and boxing as well. You could call it $40 billion roughly evaluation. And then 8 times that is 320 billion. And the Saudis are the only one with pocketbooks or the want in what they are doing with the Live Golf Tournament, with NBA games, with having WrestleMania there in 2020, whatever.
Racing, they're moving everything there.
Everything, bro. And this is out of that $680 billion People's Public Fund. And why not spend half of that? Because even if we invest the other half into markets like gold and oil and fucking CDs or property in Maui or LA fucking in the Palisades, we're only going to make it back on the interest easily. So we're really getting this for free because we built these coffers up over years of blood money and oil money and OPEC money. Here we are, bro. And that's why I believe this company is WME has bought it out, consolidated it, and gone back private because these guys know how to raise value, and that they all knew this money was going to be there. And it's all been talked about at fucking 2030 G20 summits and every other goddamn thing. How are we going to bring America to the Middle East and make a fuck ton of money off of it?
Here they laid out like this. I think I figured out what WME stands for. We Middle East. That's where they're going.
You're not far off. Are you ready for my bigger conspiracy horseman version on this one?
Well, a couple more stats here, if you want.
Go ahead.
Jump in there. Ari Emanuel is set to get $173.8 million cash payout from Endeavor in the go private deal with Silver Lake. As we were talking about one of the other heads.
In the private deal with who?
That's Ari's payout with the go private deal led here by Silver Lake.
Silver Lake. You haven't even heard that name yet in here, right?
They're the ones that have led up this go private deal. So
do you remember when we heard Silver Lake even came on? We were like, what is Silver Lake? Is it like BlackRock? No one even really knows what Silver Lake does, but Silver Lake's going to pay Ari $173 million and not WME as a executive consultant. What is Ari's stake in TKO on a stock payout? Is that the 173? So does that mean they're taking his majority share? And does he sit on the board of Silver Lake as well as TKO, as well as Endeavor, as well as the new boxing fucking
thing?
Have
all these other, because you also have here, as previously announced,
you know that the show Entourage, the Jeremy Piven's character Ari is 100% based off of Ari Emanuel. Yeah, Ari Gold is Ari Emanuel.
I think maybe from you, but now you can see the parallels. Knowing, because I was a huge Entourage fan, not really sure who Ari was then, but now you see that.
He started out as a manager who was cutthroat and knew how to play the game, ended up being a top dude who ran the top agencies, and now has used that.
And it took his own agency.
And that's how, and then it kind of ends there as him as a mogul. This is of his story, really. He's really the main character, not the young actors and Turtle and whoever the fuck else. And now you see after that, what's next? It's takeover of entire sports entertainment and put it all into one package to sell to the highest bidder at the same level of how you would book an actor to get a movie, except you're selling a different price. You're selling all the fighters. You're selling everybody's shit in a whole a whole package of branding of American companies that comes along with it.